I'm going to try to build this thing as fast as I can. In fact, I'm going to try to set a personal record. But before I do, we need to clean this place up. All right, I have a saying that I tell myself, a place for everything and everything in its place. And I also play a game, and I call it the 1 minute cleanup, where I just take 1 minute and I clean up everything as fast as I can. You guys remember I tried to build a birdhouse for those birds, for those eggs? They didn't like it, so that was unfortunate. But anyhow, so I think I'll reuse this for the saddle, and I'll reuse this little shelf piece here for the, instead of doing a 0 fret, I'll do like a little nut with this thing here. Put a brand new battery in this clock, so we're going to watch time fly. So I'm just going to set it for 12 noon, because I'm sure it's 12 noon somewhere. And I'm just going to set this right here so that you can see I'm not cheating. And then I'll just adjust the focus so that you can see it. Let's see if I can do that. There you go. All right, on your marks, get set, go! All right, so the very first thing I did was acquire all the parts and all the tools necessary, laid everything out, measured everything. The holes are cut using the Fosner bit that just so happened to be the exact right size as the dowel. So I got lucky, no filing needed. Then using the Shinto rasp and the belt sander, I flattened out the headstock to be the exact right thickness for the tuner. Next I installed the tuner and the little shelf nut. And then I went to installing the piezo. So I got the hot glue gun out and placed it to be exactly right underneath the saddle. Then I also cut blocks for the internal bracing to be glued into the corners. So all 4 corners get a internal bracing. Then I installed the output jack and I soldered the piezo to the output jack. Next thing I did is I got the, oh yeah, and then I drilled for the 4 corners so that I could screw it in later. Then I masked off the top corners, or the top, sprayed the inside black, and then sanded the little perch for the solder, for the saddle piece. And then the last thing I did here was to put the eyelets on the bottom, and I'll show you here at the end. I use eyelets and a nail for the string catch. There's the strings, and I installed the string. Yay! Well, looky there. Plenty of time to spare. So I use this little piece for the saddle, and this is how I'm going to get a groove in here. So now I got a little groove in there. Notice how I did the string catches there. I did just the 2 eyelets and a nail. Then up and over this guy. Nice dark sound hole. Kind of have a back angle going on here. And then that little hole works pretty good for the nut, if you want to call it a nut. Oh, there's still stuff in here. Oh, and I do have it wired for a piezo. A piezo! Need a slide. I have no idea what I'm tuning it up to. I'm just tuning it up to what it kind of feels, and feels right for the string. So what I'll have to do is let the string stretch and then put some marks here so that I know where the notes are at. All right, time to clean up once again. Here's another 1 minute cleanup. So the very first thing I did is I clipped off the string with the wire cutter, installed my hanging hook, and then I went with the eyelets and I put an eyelet on the top and an eyelet on the bottom so I could get a rope and make a ad hoc strap. Then I got a pencil out and I started marking off the harmonics so that I could have some indicators. Hey, looks like I got a little bit of time left. One of my favorites is just PVC. That's it, my friends. Time is up. Set a record. Yay! Alright, so this video's over, but time keeps marching on. Don't forget that. You guys be safe, take care, and God bless. I know you're probably thinking, but wait, aren't you forgetting something? Yeah. Remember this little pickup? Some of you guys said it was a solenoid electromagnetic. So I will, again, remember, I'm going to play around with it. I'm going to find the sweet spot, and I'll put it exactly where it needs to be for maximum output sound. But there's no way I could do that and still, maybe I could have, but I didn't want to risk it. Plus, I wanted to play with this after the fact. So you'll have to tune into the next video to see how this thing works out with this.